some of that love when he went down there on Tuesday. Chanel, Mike?
All right, thank you, Steve. We'll speak of gambling. Look who we have here with us, Senator Ted Kaufman from the great state of Delaware. Good to
morning.
see you. Let's talk about gambling just a little bit here.
Sure.
Delaware's looking to gambling. It seems to be working for the first state.
No, it is great. There is a problem when you start getting too many casinos in the same pie.
Too much competition.
Hey, Delaware's great. You can come down to Delaware, just drive down on 95, and then you can stop off for some no sales tax shopping. So it's a great deal.
Wilmington at the track, right?
Right, at the track at Delaware.
Dover, does he have the
Dover
gambling?
at Dover Downs, which used to be a track. Now is a big place where we do the auto racing. And then you can even go down to Harrington and do it. No, it's
right.
Come to Delaware.
You're just back in town on Saturday, from Saturday, so you're just back. You went on a tour of Iraq, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So timely. I want to ask you about Hamid Karzai. We all do. Obviously, it seems like whenever he talks, he's trying to please both crowds. So he tells his crowd, he might join the Taliban. What?
By the way, Chanel, that's exactly. I mean, all these great political foreign policy experts are trying to figure out what Karzai's doing, and you just summed it up better than anybody else has. He's trying to deal with us. He's trying to deal with home state home consumption. And remember, I talked to you after I made my second trip back in September, and I said the biggest problem in Afghanistan is the Karzai government. Yeah. Because that's the piece that we have to carry them over the goal line to win. Troops are doing a great job. Our troops over there are doing a great job. We have a great plan on how to do it. We have the civilians in place. We're even getting more help from Pakistan.
Do you trust him?
Trust is not a word.
I mean, can we believe what he says?
You can believe some of what he says, just like everyone else. But, again, when you're in a country like this, one of the reasons why they have an insurgency is because the government's shaky. But we're doing a lot of things. And what's happening now is, as you point out, we're in there doing more things. We're going to send troops into Kandahar City. Kandahar City is the heart of the Pashtun area, which is Karzai's basic support. It also is the heart of the whole drug traffic and everything else. It's also the place where the Taliban and Mullah Omar got started. So we go in there, we're going to turn over a bunch of rocks, and a lot of his supporters are going to be involved in that, and he's got to figure out how he's going to deal with that.
Yeah, it's a weird situation because he'll speak in his native dialect there, and we don't know what he's saying really. We need translators over there. So,
he's played candid in talking to us too.
Yeah.
When I met with him, he was candid about some things he was concerned about. The biggest problem he has, it isn't just us. The Parliament, the day that I was there, he was most upset not about us. The Parliament had just voted, only 3 people in the Parliament had voted for his election proposal. So he's getting caught from all sides. And remember, Afghanistan's a country that's never really had a central government. This is all kind of new to them. It's a shifting situation. You've got a war going on there. And he's trying, Chanel, you summed it up beautifully. What he's trying to do is play to his base. And by the way, just so we're fair, if you went over, I was in Pakistan with President Zardari. I was also in Afghanistan with Prime Minister Maliki. They say, they don't say it quite as dramatically as Karzai does, but they say, well, American troops shouldn't be hurting civilians. And they remember Maliki was the guy that said, it's a great day of independence. We moved out of the cities. So, I mean, they're all doing exactly what you said, Chanel. They are first and foremost politicians. And what they're trying to do is play their base, and the same thing work with us. But we're working, we've got great people.
But so many Afghans just consider Karzai like the mayor of Kabul, and that's about it.
Exactly right.
But it's infuriating because we have 100,000 of our young people over there. And then he's talking like this. It just makes you want to pull him out of there. But why is it important that we're there?
Well, because that's where the September 11th happened. I mean, September 11th, we can talk about everything else. It didn't happen in Iraq.
No.
It happened in there. And those guys are still there, and they're still doing stuff. The Christmas bombers, an example, didn't come out of there, but planned in there. And that's where they're doing their planning. And that's why we have to go in there and do that. But the one thing is, we're only there to get this thing set and then transfer over, just like we're doing in Iraq. The good news from Iraq is we are really, getting out of there. I mean, the whole election thing that went on over there, they had commitments. There were no U.S. troops involved. So we're going to be down to 50,000 troops by September, and then we're going to be out of there at the end of next year.
Senator, great to see you. We got to talk about somebody else from Delaware.
I was about to say from another news of another well-loved
Jack Markell. No, it's a guy named Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, okay.
He's going to be a few blocks from here.
Is he?
And not too long.
Great, well, go see him. He's great.
He's going to be in Philly. He's actually expected to make a stop in Center City sometime this afternoon. Now, the White House isn't releasing any details on his surprise visit. The vice president also will attend a fundraiser while he's in town.
So let's start trying to guess.
Delaware guys are just busy.
Yeah, we're here. We're taking over Philadelphia.
So what do you think he's up to? I mean, what's he going to do in Center City?
Yeah, Lord only knows.
They're going to tell us, our camera crews, at the last second, and Sue, we're going to run over there. Apparently, it's going to be a few blocks from here at 4th and Market.
Well, we all love a surprise, don't we?
You sure do. Surprise! Vice President's here.
Right. So it's not a surprise that he's coming, but it's a surprise why?
Yes,
he's
what
coming?
he's up to.
Okay. I just want to be sure I had it straight.
I looked at you thinking.